The scenes over the weekend outside the Fine Gael leader and Tánaiste's house, a small mob gathering, chanting and videoing. What was your reaction?
Uh, we live in a constitutional democratic republic, and in that, everyone is equal. No one is above the law, and everyone is equal rights. And I suppose those of us in politics, that's particularly true. You're not above the law. You got to make sure you live to the same standards you expect everyone else to. But it also means you have a certain protection, that you're not subject to being targeted in that way, and your house and your home and your family being put at risk and feeling intimidated. I think it's terrible. And I think the protection, though, goes back to the fundamental first thing. We're all equal. We're all in a constitutional republic, everyone has the same rights, and that includes the rights of politicians to have some privacy.
Are the Gardaí too light touch in allowing them to stay outside people's houses like that? Because we saw it a number of years ago with Simon Harris in a similar way.
I think the guards do a good job. I mean, by and large, this is not common. This is not typical. This is not every. Most of the time, this country, it's incredible how compared to other countries. I remember meeting politicians here, and they can't believe how much open access there is. Politicians in Ireland have to be very close to people, very easily accessible, and that works. That is appropriate in a constitutional democratic republic. But if there are instances where people are starting to threaten that, the guards have their ways of managing it. My experience is that they're very aware and they're very kind of careful. You have to be careful you don't ramp it up further. If you make it such a big thing, then that becomes, oh, we'll dare you almost. You kind of ramp it up.
Although you mentioned other countries, you look across the water, the Americans wouldn't stand for it for a heartbeat, and it doesn't happen in America.
No, but American politics is not in great shape at the moment. Would you want to be going down that direction? Like by and large, we've worked well as a democratic republic in 100 years, and part of the way of doing it is not to overplay it a little bit, but at the same time, it's reprehensible. You shouldn't be outside someone's house.